Another night, another hunt for another shiny. How's it going, everyone? My name is Tom Leo. You're watching me on the Tom Leo YouTube channel. I mean, where else would you watch me on? Nowhere creepy, I hope. Right? Anyway, we're back with shiny hunting. And yeah, still hunting for shiny Teddy Ursa. Probably got a lot of eggs to go through before we get that sweet shiny. But there is a couple of things that I need to do/show off. So we will do that. How's it going, Heather Flanagan? Hope all is well. Let's get started. Alright, so first things first. Where's the eggs? There it is. Now, I'm going to show you in my boxes this new little Pokemon. Voila! Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. That is a shiny Chi-Yu. And I have the regular Chi-Yu from the regular game. This is a mystery gift Pokemon that is being distributed right now. I got this just before I loaded up stream, so it is mine. I really like this shiny design. Like, I am a huge fan of blue shinies. Well, I like the color blue in general, so read into that as you will. But this one in particular just looks beautiful. It's like, obviously it's like blue flames because it's got like a fiery body and such. But its blue flames just make it pop out so much more. I like it. It's great. I'm glad I got this. And it's available for a limited time, just like the other ones. I wish I could look at the news. Like, I load up internet connection and then it shows me the news. Now I don't know what the Pokemon news specifically says for it unless I disconnect from the internet, but I don't want to do that. I'm too lazy. Hey, what's up, Zeta? How you doing? Hope all is well. So the other thing that I need to do, I'm stupid. Like, I cannot tell you how stupid I am sometimes. Well, I say stupid, but I'm really just forgetful. Hang on. There's an ad. I need to wait for this ad to end. There we go. You guys remember when I did the thing where I was going to use my free gifted subs to gifted memberships. That is technically the same thing. Remember when that was a thing that I was doing? Yeah, I forgot one day, or I forgot 1 month, and then I just completely forgot to do it again, and I completely... Oh yeah, I got like... Yeah, send gifted memberships free of charge. You have 10 gifted memberships left to send this month, so I can send 5 now, and I can send another 5 next stream. So I'm gonna do that right now, because I want to do that because it's free, and I think it's a good idea that people give the opportunity for these memberships. Nice. So congrats to Matthew Kelly, Ian Ocho, Tiger Loki, Cameron, and Partyoshi K. Welcome, Matthew. How you doing? Says hello and thank you. Hello. Yeah, I don't know what happened. For some reason, I just kept forgetting that I had free gifted memberships to give, and then for whatever reason, I just didn't gift any. So I feel really bad for however many months I skipped out on. So I'm really sorry about that. But now that we're hopefully going to be back on track, we can return to shiny hunting. So, how are you guys doing? Everyone having a good day? So you get the shiny ruin legendaries from the Internet Mystery Gift event. Sure did. I was talking about this one earlier. I showed it off, but I'm showing it off again. Because why not? And yeah, so there's a lot of Pokemon right now. It's a limited time right now. So if you have the game and you have a stable internet connection, I would highly recommend getting it. Oh, there's an outbreak happening over here. Oh, I need to check the map to see if there's any particular outbreaks going on. Maybe I can get the shiny that I'm looking for. I doubt it, but you know, it's always good to check. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh well. I got a outbreak going on right now, so. Hey, what's up, Freaky Noel? I hope I pronounced that right. If not, I gotta apologize. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Got some birds squawking at me. That's not a shiny, is it? Why does it look different? Okay, it's not. For some reason, when it was, like, just standing there, it looked different somehow. Perhaps my eyes don't work as good as they used to. Perhaps my eyes are melting. Hey, what's up, Jedi Otter? Welcome to the stream, hope all is well. Did you know that you have to get shiny Coryodon for Pokemon Violet from EB Game Store starting next week to get the serial code? I might have heard that. I don't know if I'll be able to get it though with how busy my schedule is. Which is kind of unfortunate. You pronounced it right, don't worry. I'm doing really well. Just got a shiny Spinarak. And my favorite Pokemon is Ariados. How are you doing? Doing okay. It's Wednesday, and Wednesdays are typically very calm, which is something I always appreciate. A nice, calm, relaxing setting. Batch is done. Move on to the next. So I actually have a particular conversation that I wanted to go over with you guys. And it's one that I'm kind of on the fence about, it's something that could potentially help this channel grow a bit more, but it kind of comes at a bit of a price. I'm so tired though. It's 3 in the morning on a Thursday for me. Lol. Oh jeez, is it really? Is it really that early for you? Dude, if you need to get some sleep, please get some sleep. Like, that's the beauty of these streams and YouTube in general, is that even if you don't watch them live, you can always watch them back whenever you want after they're done. I know it's not as cool not to watch them live and not being able to interact with everyone, but it's still an option for you, and I never want people to be forced in a situation that's gonna cause them duress, financial or otherwise. Jeez, there are a lot of Pokemon out and about. Ooh, a bunch of Teddy Ursa spawned. None of them are shinies though. That's a shame. So that's actually leads me into a. I don't know if I was gonna say this leads into a segment of what I was going to talk about, but I don't know if that actually does. But anyway, hey, what's up, Mr. Noah? Welcome to the stream. Bro, I gotta tell you, Tom, these streams, the shiny streams in particular, always give me something to look forward to on a Wednesday. Thanks. You are most welcome. So anyway, conversation that I wanted to discuss. Yo, thanks for the membership, Tom. No problem, Cameron. Hope you enjoy your perks. I wanted to send a game request to let you play. We type them into the replay chat below, correct? Oh, you mean like... Oh, yeah, a game that you would like me to play in the future. I mean, you can just tell me what it is, and I will consider it after some research and such. But I actually have some plans for like my next Let's Play series. Actually, that's another thing that I've been wanting to talk about. Okay, there's 2 things I want to talk about. So currently, I am playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I know the DLC for that game recently came out. And as someone who was unfortunately late to the start of Bonanza, it kind of puts me in this awkward position of not being able to play right away. I do believe I'm at least halfway through with the main game. However, there's another problem that is on the rise. Oh, man, I just despawned everything. Great. Wait, did I do that? Did I do the number correctly? Sorry, I need to check to make sure I did this right. Yeah, I did do it right. Okay. I just had to make sure the counter was correct and I didn't accidentally just skip it. Okay, there's another problem that has kind of reared its ugly head for my future Let's Play series plans. I got to see the Infinity Castle movie with my friend. I didn't see that coming. Infinity Castle. I'm not sure exactly what we're referring to, but hell yeah, that's awesome. Okay, I wanted to add Persona 5 Royal to the list. Interesting. My friend Twisted's been asking me to play a Persona game for a while. I don't know what it is. Like, well, I mean, a part of the reason why I might not be too eager to lean into the Persona games is because of my unyielding hatred for Joker in Smash Bros. I hate playing against that guy. Well, I haven't kept up with Smash Bros since I last quit on my channel playing Smash Brothers. The last I saw him, Joker was one of, if not the most OP character in Smash Ultimate. So I've had reservations about playing his game. But if enough people recommend it to me, then I will consider it. Hey, how's it going, Mike? Welcome to the stream. Hope all is well. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh, right. So there's a certain situation that I've found myself in when it comes to what the next Let's Play series is going to be after DK Bonanza. You would think that would be me playing the DLC. And I would do that, except there is another game that's coming out next month that I really want to play on this channel, and that is Pokemon Legends ZA. I played Legends Arceus on the channel. That was a lot of fun, and there's a lot of good-looking stuff for ZA. So I really want to try that game out. The issue being is that with the way my schedule is put together, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do everything in Bonanza, including the DLC, or I'm not gonna be able to finish Bonanza, including the DLC, before that game comes out, and I want to be able to start playing that game as soon as possible, so that I could potentially generate some people who are looking for videos or streams of that game to come on over to my channel and, like, you know, potentially meet some new people. You know, gotta strike the iron while it's hot, which is one of the things that I was really upset about because of my situation that made me so late to playing DK Bonanza. Everyone's already finished playing it and moving on to the next thing. Meanwhile, I'm still in the midst of trying to get through the main game. And again, I feel like I'm halfway through, but again, it's also really annoying when I can't keep up with all the newer stuff that's coming out when I'm currently on something else, you know? So what I'm thinking is, did I say hi to Mike? I don't know if I did. Welcome, Mike. Hope all is well. So what I'm thinking might wind up happening if it comes out like a week after I finish the main story of Bonanza, or after or like literally the next day after I beat Bonanza. Like, you know, somewhere in that threshold, or worst case scenario, I'm still playing DK Bonanza when the game comes out and it takes a little time for me to still finish Bonanza. What I'm thinking I would do is I would stop at the story of DK Bonanza, like the main story, and then play Legends ZA, go through all that, play through the entire game. And if there are no other games that I'm interested in that are coming out later in the year, by the time I finish Legends ZA, which I'm not even 100% sure if that's going to be the case, because there are a few other games that I have kind of been interested in for a while now. after that, then I would play the DLC of Bonanza. Would you guys be okay with that? Or would you guys maybe want me to skip the DLC entirely? I actually don't know what the consensus for the DLC of Bonanza is. Like, is it good? Is it worth getting? Is it not worth getting? Because if it's not worth getting, then I won't get it. But, I don't know. I want to know what everyone else thinks of this particular plan. Because I always want to make sure that when I do something like this, I want to make sure that I'm accommodating everyone who watches my stream so that they're getting the content that they want. So yeah, that's where my head's at right now. What my plan is for the Let's Play section currently. But if we need to... Oh, I forgot to change my thing. But yeah, I just want to get a sense of what the consensus is for this particular plan. So like, if I beat the main story for Bonanza right around the time Legend ZA comes out, then I want to play Legend ZA next and potentially save the DLC for Bonanza for another day. I think it's worth getting. Okay. So that will definitely be on the back burner of my mind. It depends on what you want to do, Tom. Well, I appreciate that, Yoshi. Also, thank you for joining us. But again, I want to make sure that everyone in this community has a fair say before I make any more decisions. Hence why I'm asking now. I think you should look at what you want to do the most and then just do that. Alright. The general consensus so far is I do what I want. Which I appreciate that. And if that does wind up being the case, then you guys know that... Well, I would hope the majority of the people know this. Otherwise, I would need to make a... community post letting everyone know what's going on, or if they start asking like, why aren't you playing the DLC, like, type deal. So like I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be like at least one person who's gonna think that, is gonna ask me that, and like might not be in the know. These are things that I'm thinking about when I make decisions like these. So yeah, okay, so unless more people say otherwise, that will be our plan for Let's Plays moving forward. Well, I shouldn't say moving forward, but like our current plan. I keep playing Bonanza, and if I manage to beat it, like if I have time, well, okay. In the unlikely scenario that I manage to have a lot of time before Legend Z comes out, then yes, I would probably play Bonanza DLC. However, I don't think the way that I'm progressing, the amount of time it takes me to progress through the game, I don't think I can confidently say that is going to be the case. If it happens, then sure. But based on my own estimations, I don't believe that's how that's going to pan out. Most likely what's going to happen is I'm either going to finish Bonanza relatively close to ZA's release date, or just after its release date. In which case, I would want ZA to be the next game to play, because there's going to be a lot of hype surrounding that game as well. And with hype comes opportunity. Okay, yeah. Okay, just make it sure. Okay, and actually, opportunity is also, actually leads to another point that I wanted to talk about, but I skipped over it to talk about this point. My thought process is that it's more exciting when the streamer is having fun. It would be boring if the streamer was just forcing themselves to play the game, but that's just me. Oh yeah, like I'm never gonna play a game that I'm not comfortable with. Like I'll try a new game if there's some interest, or if it's like, I don't know, if there's something that kind of makes me want to play this particular game, then yeah, I would definitely consider it. But I absolutely will not play a game that I do not like. Which there are very few games that do that in my mind, but they are there. I just can't really think of one off the top of my head. So anyway, the other thing I wanted to talk about was the current state of this channel, and more specifically, how it's been growing. So if you guys aren't a part of either my official Discord server or the fan server that we have available, link to fan server is in the description below. I was asking around like ideas that we could do in order to potentially improve the membership program here on this channel, because the membership program it's been a bit stagnant. Actually, I think it's kind of been worse than stagnant. It's kind of dropped from the way it used to be, because you can see on my membership goal, it has the membership goal is 60, and it sits at less than 20. And the way I normally have done membership goals is like every goal that we hit, the next goal would be 10 more memberships. So it started as 10 memberships as our goal, then 20, then 30, then 40, then 50, and we've hit those goals before. But for some reason, the membership goal dropped significantly, and we have not been able to pass 60. Now, I say that, but at no point, that's not the right phrase, is it? I can't talk. I'm just rambling on my words. Okay. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, I always say that Oh God, what is happening to my brain? Sorry, just give me a quick second. I need to check real quick. 20, 25, 30, 40, 45. Oh, I did miss it. Okay, so I forgot to... I knew something in my mind was saying, you're forgetting something, you're forgetting something, you're forgetting something, and that's what it was. I forgot to boost the counter. Anyway. Now, while all that being said, in wanting to boost the membership program and get more members, I want everyone to keep in mind that I'm not saying that you absolutely have to become a member on in this community of ours. Just like with subscribing or liking or even just simply watching or doing anything you do that helps out a channel like this one, I firmly believe that it should be the viewer's choice if they want to do all those things. And I never want to be one of those guys that just flashes around the subscribe button and says like, oh hey, look at this, it's a subscribe button, have you pressed it yet, type deal. Like, and as such, I don't do that with my membership goal, my merch store, or like likes or anything of the sort, because I personally feel like people should make the choice to do these sorts of things because they want to, not because they were told to. And it's also... So I've kind of gone against the norm of YouTube and how YouTubers and streamers do their videos, do their streams, and all sorts of things like that. But recently, like, I've kind of gotten into this thought process, wondering if maybe that kind of thinking and not doing that sort of thing is potentially hurting the channel. And the reason I say that is because I recently watched a short. I don't remember the name of the person who made this short. He's it was a Zelda, Legend of Zelda content creator. And they made a video about saying, why do I ask people to subscribe and why do I do all that sort of thing? And one of the reasons that he said that he does it is that it actually helps the channel and grow more of an audience. Now, it is just one person. This is the only example that I've ever seen this sort of thing. However, considering that this is something that everyone is doing and that I'm the only person who, well, I mean, I might be the only, I say the only person, but maybe there's somebody else that doesn't say these sorts of things as well. I don't know. But anyway, it's like, it's, from that short, it kind of made me wonder if I did start saying these sorts of things to like if I started saying, be sure to hit the like button, or don't forget to hit the subscribe button, helps my channel out a ton type deal, you know? Like, I can't help but wonder if doing that sort of thing would help out my channel, you know? I'm not 100% sure. Like, maybe somebody... It could just be a one-off thing. Maybe there's like I always say, there are no absolutes in business as well as in life. So maybe that's just like, and strategies for one channel don't necessarily work for every channel. There's no, if there's anything I've learned, oh, my communication is interrupted. Okay, my stream's not broken, so that must mean this was an in-game thing. That was weird. Anyway. So yeah. Years of doing YouTube have taught me that there is no one-size-fits-all strategy when it comes to growing on YouTube or even Twitch. However, when I see stuff like that, where this one guy is saying that his community does actually gain some benefits from doing these sorts of tactics, I can't help but wonder if I should be doing that too, because my goal has always been... Is that shiny? I can't tell. My goal has always been to grow this community to as high as it possibly can be. There it is. Is that a shiny? No. I've never seen what a shiny of that one looks like, so I'm going crazy. And while I do believe that we have made great progress on this channel, and this channel would not be where it is if it wasn't for you guys, which I am very grateful. Like, I could sit here for hours trying to tell you guys how grateful I am, but it would never be enough. That's how much every one of your guys' contributions to this channel means to me whenever you donate, sub, like, all that stuff. And again, I always believe that you do that because you want to, not because I told you to. But again, it's a situation where it's like, if this is really something that is beneficial to help grow the community, then this isn't something I can really ignore. So, I don't know. I'm wondering if it would be a good idea to start doing these sorts of things. To start doing tactics like saying or mentioning the sub button, or saying hit the sub button, or saying hit the like button, or, you know, just doing all that sort of stuff. Would that actually help? Do you guys think it would help? Because again, I personally feel like I just find it annoying and obnoxious, because it's like, when I watch a video or a stream, I'm here to watch, like, if I'm watching someone play a video game, or if I'm watching someone make a particular video, or even like a reaction video. I've watched a few reaction videos as of late. Some of them are pretty good, some of them are just kind of meh, but that's beside the point. What makes me... Oops. Did it again. But... I never do that sort of thing because in my mind, from my personal experiences, I find it annoying. I find it to be a waste and it just it's like watching an ad on YouTube. Like, ad pops up over and over and over and over again when all you want to do is watch the actual content of the video or stream. Well, it's kind of the same thing with people who say, like, subscribe, comment, all that sort of stuff. Although technically, now that I think about it, at the end of my streams, I do technically say, leave a comment down below, but it's for a specific reason. It's not like saying just comment on this stream because it helps the channel out a lot. No, I want to, I always say, let me know if there's anything else you guys want me to see. Like, I want to, like, I want to create something that's more engaging, and also, like, and also keep out possibly any of those commenters that are just randomly trying to seek attention. Like, what I mean by that is, like, the people that are always, like, writing hi or first or reply please in people's comments. I hate those. I don't like them. They're like YouTube ads, just annoying, like a tactic everyone feels like everyone does to get attention, and I don't respond to any of those. I don't placate to that kind of attention seeking. I want thought stimulating conversation in my comments. Is this why you don't like the electric gym leader in this game? Because she's too much of that stereotype? A little bit, yeah. She represents that type of stereotype, but also she's just kind of selfish and greedy, which you can argue some people on the internet are like that. I'm sure we all have people that we've met or that we've seen on the internet that behaves in that particular manner. And that's probably why that character exists. To, like, take a jab at those people, but, like, it kind of defeats, like, in my mind, there's, like, an opportunity to, like, put streamers in more of a positive light and not just placate towards the negativity, which is something that a lot of people have been doing these days. Certain group of people, I won't say out loud because it would break my rules, but, like, everyone keeps placating to the negatives and just, like, are constantly trying to rile people up. And that was really the whole point of that electric gym leader in this game. I forget her name. To just practically spit on the face of streamers and just rile some emotions up just to get attention. I don't like that sort of thing. So that's a huge reason why I've never done these sorts of things before on my channel, because I find them annoying, and like I try to avoid doing those kinds of traits because it's like, you know, because that's just not who I am. But again, like seeing like statistics and about other people's channels being able to grow because of things like saying help grow the channel by subbing, liking, and all that sort of thing, all that sort of stuff, and donating. Is it breaking? I think it's breaking. I can't tell, it buffered for a second. Okay, I think we're good. I thought my internet was gonna crap out again, but I think we're good. Anyway.
Imagine being able to...
Ugh, shut up. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Checked it like multiple times. Okay. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Okay, I am doing this right. Okay. Sheesh. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, the whole idea that doing or saying these sorts of things and like promoting the channel, saying like, comment, and subscribe, if it's possible to grow the audience using tactics like that, then would it really be so wrong to try them out? I mean, the big reason why I say this sort of thing, because there's one caveat in my particular case that I feel like is prevalent when making a decision like that. Well, Tom, I gotta be honest, you are a man with a lot of pet peeves. I'm not trying to make fun of you for that. I'm just trying to understand why you're annoyed by these things. Okay, well, this actually leads into... Oh, hey! Shiny Murkrow! Oh, god damn it! Damn it! Damn it! You better be a shiny, otherwise I'm gonna be pissed. God damn it! Hurry up, 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 hurry up! Gimme! My shiny! I think I have a shiny Murkrow in this game already, but I can evolve it into a shiny Honchkrow. That'll be sick. Do I? I need to check. Lop. And now it's full. Okay, let's see. Shiny Murkrow. Do I have another shiny Murkrow? No. I do. I do have me another shiny Murkrow, so I can evolve this into a shiny Honchkrow. I should have a Duskstone in my bag, right? Where the hell would that be? No. In here, maybe? It's gotta be in here. Prism scale. Sweet duststone. Here we are. Let's see what shiny haunch crow looks like. I hope it retains the purple look, because the purple does look very nice. Ooh. That is very pretty. Pretty. Look at this beaut. Look at this beaut. It's kind of fitting that it's also a female. What do we got? We got Astonish, Gus, Haze, and Wing Attack. Insomnia. The Pokemon's Insomnia prevents it from falling asleep. It likes to thrash about. That's cool. Okay, but you know what this means? If I catch another shiny Murkrow, I can give it to one of you guys because I already have the shiny lineup for that, so pretty cool. Okay, so back to the conversation. So the other point, or the other decision that I'm thinking about doing, and this also kind of ties into my idea, to the idea that maybe it can actually benefit the channel and help it grow a little more. And it's a decision that I do not take very lightly because of how insistent I am of making these sorts of things happen less and less. And that's letting YouTube put more ads on my channel, because the way I am set up, the way I have everything set up currently in like my dashboard and such, or like how I set up a stream, is that I have ads set to manual. So if an ad, oh, you got something. Thank you. So my setup has been up to this point. All ads are set manually, meaning that the only ads that should pop up on the streams outside of maybe like when you first load into the stream and maybe when the stream ends, an ad would occur. But like any ad that comes through in the middle of the stream, they would only do so on my account. There's a button on my live dashboard that tells me that I press to make an ad, to place an ad on this, to put an ad at this particular point on this particular time. And I recently started doing that with streams in like the middle of it, because I was in one person's stream who was doing this exact sort of thing, because they said that by not putting ads in your stream, YouTube actively keeps your streams from getting noticed, or like will not be shown to like other people, you know. So because I do ads less on this channel, YouTube's algorithm essentially makes it so that my streams and my content are not being seen to a wider audience, which is really bullshit. And I feel like I've expressed that kind of system very thoroughly, and why I don't like that sort of thing. Because essentially what it boils down to is, if you don't play by YouTube's rules, and if you don't adhere to the adpocalypse, your channel's just not gonna grow. It's like they're holding your potential growth hostage if you don't give in to their demands, which again, I feel is bullshit. But unfortunately, the more I look into my current situation, and especially with my membership program and how lacking we are in that, a part of me feels like I'm gonna have to cave in and adhere to these rules of YouTube and try to grow a little more that way. But the main reason why I haven't done it is for the same reasons why I don't tell people to subscribe or like I don't do that stuff that YouTubers do that sort of thing, is because I personally find it annoying. Like, in that particular case, I want people to sub to my community and like my streams because they want to, not because I told them to. And in the case with ads, I want to give people a place where they don't have to deal with annoying ads all the time. So, the less ads, the better, is what I've been trying to do when doing the whole manual ad placement. But again, lately with everything that has happened to the community, I can't help but wonder if I should just give in and just adhere to YouTube's adpocalypse. And again, this is not a decision I make. This is not a decision I want to make lightly, and it's for the same reason that I don't want to, or that I'm on the fence about doing a decision like saying the whole like, comment, and subscribe type deal. Is because for the longest time I can be, what's the word I'm looking for? I've tried so hard in my streams and in my personal life to be someone with, to have some actual integrity in a time where integrity has become so rare. Basically, if there's something that if there's something I believe in, whether it's in life or something that, or if there's something that I feel like I believe is wrong, or something I believe is right, if I have some sort of belief as to how I think something should go because of this way of thinking that I have, you can bet that I'm gonna stick to that belief. And I'm going to, like, you know, keep my integrity to just stay true to what I believe in. So because I preach so often about how annoying ads are on YouTube, and how I find how like every single YouTuber are saying rate, comment, and subscribe, and I don't like doing that sort of thing because I personally find that annoying. This is the crux of my problem with these sorts of decisions, is because if I start going back on them, what I'm worried about is that I'm gonna look like such a hypocrite. I mean, to be fair, like, I have had moments of hypocrisy, even on this channel, once or twice, and I've realized that they were bad, and I have tried my best to steer away from that sort of thing. Like, it happens to the best of us. But this is like but this is something, like an active decision that I'm considering, and not like a mistake that I would be making. And I feel like that would make me more of a hypocrite in that regard. So it's for that reason that I don't take these particular decisions lightly. Also, we're getting raided. What's up, me, Asher? How you doing? Hope all is well. Thank you for stopping by. Hope your stream went well. And thank you for joining us on this lovely Wednesday. Welcome, me, Asher. Thank you so much for the raid. Go check out his channel. Link drop our lovely Starbot. I missed some chat comments. Give me a minute. By the way, did you hear about YouTube is making the AI audio dubbing for every YouTube video and you can't turn it off? What are your thoughts on that in YouTube? Well, considering that their AI technology, or like their closed captions, if they're closed captions or anything to go off of, this is probably going to be really bad, and it's not going to work the way that it's supposed to. So I'm kind of against it. Excuse me. I'm no fortune teller. I can't read into the future, so I don't know which is the better outcome for you. Yeah, I know that. They're streaming Donkey Kong Bonanza. That's nice. Hope it was good. Hope it was a smashing good time. I'll see myself out. In that case, then maybe you should stick to what you believe in. I want to. Like, I really do. Like, I want to just... And the other thing is that I really want to feel like the growth that I do get on this channel is earned and not just generated by a bunch of people who love nothing more than to squeeze every dollar out of every human in existence. And like, and again, like, I want to stay true to what I believe in, but at the same time, the growth, again, has somewhat been lacking, especially with the membership program. And I think the biggest issue, in my mind, I mean, there might be other things that I could do to make it better, which, if any of you have any suggestions of what I could do to make the membership program better, please, by all means. I need as much ideas as possible. I think, personally, one of the reasons why it hasn't been growing as well as it could is because I'm not being seen by a lot of new people. Like, I'm a smaller streamer, so like the amount of people that see my channel is a little low. Like, we do get some new people, but it's not like, it's not a wider audience who could potentially want to be a member of this community, you know? So, with that being said, I'm in a bit of a tough spot. Like, realistically, like, if I were to okay these decisions and just start doing more of these annoying tactics, it's not gonna be the end of the world. Like, I'm not gonna kickstart Armageddon with decisions like this. No, it's not. It's not gonna be the end of the world. But in my mind, because I've made such a big deal about how much I despise these sorts of tactics and like allowing so many goddamn ads to just flood every stream and video and every piece of content in existence, and how I try so desperately to make that sort of thing happen less and less, and provide an experience where nobody has to deal with that sort of thing. Like, I want to be able to just keep that sort of environment and like be able to grow and like feel like I've earned my actual to feel like my growth is well earned. But at the same time, like, with everything else playing a factor into YouTube, and like potentially YouTube just not allowing your content to be seen by other people because you don't play by their rules, or like you get seen less. I shouldn't say that you don't get seen, you just get seen less. It really puts me in a bit of a tough spot to like, of wanting to be able to grow without having to compromise what I believe in. So I guess the question that I want to pose to all of you is that sorry, it says switch music. So would it be so bad to start doing these sorts of decisions, or would it be a bad thing to start to start placating to YouTube's rules so that or worse yet, if I do something like that, would you guys see it as me being hypocritical? Because again, that's the last thing I want, is to be seen as a hypocrite and do sorts of things that would make me hypocritical. Because I want to be able to maintain my integrity. But with what feels like the deck being stacked against you is... Oh my god, is that another shiny? Oh my god, it is. I got another shiny! Yay! Oh, this is awesome. 2 shinies in one stream. Sorry, I got really excited about the shiny. I have not seen this shiny before. It looks pretty. What do we got? Got Nightshade, Spite, Will-O-Wisp, Sneak Attack. Also has Insomnia. It's pretty adamant by nature and it likes to relax. That's nice. Okay. If you go against your own standards, no matter how much YouTube pushes it, you might end up hating yourself in the long run. That is true. And the only way I can see that not being the case is if it does wind up helping the channel and it helps grow the channel to new heights faster than normal. Yeah, I'll probably hate it, but I wouldn't be able to deny the success that would come with it. And again, this ties back to what I was saying earlier about potentially people, like my community. I think what I'm worried about more than anything else is if I go ahead with a decision like this, then my community is gonna start seeing me in a different light and start despising me, like, oh, he's just caving in because he's doing it for the money, which that is like the least biggest factor in my project. I'm not even thinking about like money or like how doing this sort of thing according to YouTube would help me gain more monetization. Excuse me. Like if I started allowing more ads to appear on my streams, then YouTube I would technically get more monetization. I'm not thinking about that sort of thing at all. I'm not like, because money has never been a huge deciding factor when I make decisions. Like, I definitely consider it from time to time. Hello? What the fuck? It's more grass green than lime green than I thought it would be. Oh my god. That's 3 shinies in one stream. Holy shit.
Victory, Screech!
Wow, that is incredible. That is just incredible. Alright, let's see what this one's got. It has lick, covert, fling, and baby doll eyes. At level 1? Holy crap. Pick up. The Pokemon may pick up an item from another Pokemon used during a battle. It may pick up items outside of battles too. All of them have that. This Pokemon's pretty docile by nature, is highly curious. Nice! I got me the shiny! Hooray! Okay, so where does that put me amount-wise? So that's 91, 92, 93, 94. If assuming I calculated this right, I'm pretty sure I did. Let me think. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. And then the next one would be 94. Yeah, I did this right. So 194. 194. Wow, that is fantastic. I think it's safe to say my shiny luck has returned in full force. 3 shinies in one stream, and one of them was the main shiny that I was looking for. That is fantastic. Alright, but going back to my my conversation that I was saying to you guys, money is not a factor. I mean, for certain things it is a factor. Like as much as we all hate how much it corrupts people, it is a part of our lives. So we have to learn to live with it and use it to some degree. But the main thing is that I generally try to keep money and profit out of my decision making. Sometimes I will consider it, but not all the time, and especially not for decisions like these where, yeah, it could wind up helping my monetization on YouTube more. But again, this also leads to what I'm concerned about, is that because this is something that is well known and that it can do for my channel, my worry is that if I start doing these things especially after I start saying how much I despise these sorts of decisions, to just have like 10 million ads on your videos and streams and such. I feel like if I start doing it, the reception is not going to be I feel like people would wind up hating me for it and think like, oh, he literally just changed it, he caved in, he's such a hypocrite, he's done all this for the money, like he's just the worst human being on the planet, he just went against all of this big morals, he's no different than everyone else. I'm just like, this is stuff that I worry about, and I'm not sure what the right choice in this kind of scenario is. So, in my mind, on the one hand, doing these sorts of things could potentially help my channel grow faster and be able to do more for my channel than by not doing these sorts of tactics. But on the other hand, if I do start doing these sorts of tactics, especially after I make such a big deal about how I find them to be annoying and bothersome, then even if it does wind up helping me, I worry that it's everyone who is a part of my community and has been a part of my community because of how I have been running the channel like this. They're gonna see me in a completely different light, and they're just, I don't know, I feel like I would be disappointing them at that point. So I guess what it ultimately boils down to is if I were to start employing these tactics and I start giving into how YouTube wants me to be using their monetization tools and their automatic systems to like push for more revenue for themselves and also for me as well. Although arguably by how much wouldn't exact is still kind of up in the air, but that is something that would happen. So my question is, if I were to do that, would you guys feel that way? Like, would you feel like I would be letting you guys down by not staying true to my integrity in that regard? A hypocrite isn't the worst thing to be called, but I too am trying not to make myself look like one. Yeah, exactly. For example, since I have a stuttering problem, I think bragging about anything in my situation would make me sound like a laughingstock. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. So yeah, again, I'm not sure how to go about doing this, and like, I think the only thing that's really holding me back from making this sort of decision is the fear that the community that I have worked so hard to build up to this point would not approve and would wind up leaving me because I went against what I believed in, and I'd be seen as hypocrisy. And I mean, who wants to watch someone who can't even keep their integrity straight? But if that isn't the case, if more people would be okay with me doing these sorts of things, if it means helping the channel grow more into what it could be, then I think I would be more inclined to actually implementing these things. But yeah, that's kind of where my head's at. I'm just wondering what you guys would think about all this, because I do these streams for you guys. That will always be the number one reason why I do anything on this channel. It's all for you guys, because if you guys weren't a part of this community to begin with, then it wouldn't be where it is today. So whenever I think about making a decision like this, I think to myself, how would this affect my audience? That's the first question I always think about. Like, how would making this decision affect my audience? Would it be a good thing, or would it be a bad thing? Like, what would my audience gain from a decision like this? Or like, what would they lose from a decision like this? Because here's the thing, like, I talk about, the other thing is that I talk about how much I don't like it, but I have gotten a bit used to it. I think my brain is kind of shut down whenever I hear that sort of thing, and I'm just like, and there are ways to like make them less annoying. Like, I think there's a way to make it so that you can decide what type of ads are constantly being played on your streams. So if possible, I can just make a system where the only ads that would pop up are skippable ads. Yes, it would decrease my revenue, but again, I'm never make revenue like my highest priority. I mean, like I said, sometimes it's something that I would need to consider, but like, again, majority of the time, like, monetization and how much I make off of these streams is not a huge factor when it comes to decision makings like this. So, and again, like, the thing that I'm wondering, so I always try to think, what is it? How would this decision affect my audience? Would it be in a good way? Would it be in a bad way? And what would be the potential ramifications for making a decision like this? Like, thoughts like that are always the first and like high priority when it comes to like decisions like that. But I also don't want to be seen as pathetic. I'm trying to get better at my gameplays. I mean, I think I mean, personally, I don't think you need to worry about something like that. It's like, the general rule is this: as long as you're having fun, then it shouldn't matter how you play the game. I mean, admittedly, I'm not the best person to be talking about that sort of thing, especially with how competitive I tend to be in games. But I feel like my point still stands. So yeah, maybe I'll make a community post asking the audience what they think about this, because I'm still not 100% sure if I feel comfortable doing something like this, and like, because again, like, it's gonna be, I feel like the change is definitely gonna be noticeable, and people will probably have a few things to say about it, or best case scenario, they don't care. Like, if they don't care that I make this sort of change and are just happy that I'm making content and that because of this, it will grow my community, then I think we will all be better off for it. Like, yeah, it'll be annoying, but at the end of the day, who cares? We can just turn our brains off for ads and such. And again, I will do things that, or I'm gonna try to make sure that if I were to put more ads on my streams, then they would mostly just be skippable ads, so that there's at least some semblance of having control over the amount of ads you're forced to deal with on a regular basis. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Of course, there's always going to be trolls out there who will say things like that. That's very true. Like, it is going to be hard to tell definitively how something is going to turn out, or even if they do say something like that, they may not actually mean it, and they just want to stir up trouble like everyone else, and just cause controversy, get attention, that sort of thing, and just be that kind of person. But again, these are things I need to consider before making that kind of decision, and wanting to make sure that a decision like this is going to be more of a help than a hindrance, I guess. Like, at the end of the day, is it going to be worth it making a decision like that? So I think that's what it ultimately boils down to. And again, there's a lot of different factors that go into strategies and decisions. And again, and like I said earlier, there are no absolutes in business, just like in life and even in YouTube. Like, a strategy, who knows, maybe if I do something like this and it turns out that it doesn't actually help out like my channel, like, maybe it works better for some people, and I might not be one of those people that this sort of strategy works. But I feel like with everything I've seen and things that I understand about how this works and what this could potentially do, I think I owe it to myself and this community to, at the very least, try it out and see if there is any progression or any or if there's any growth that comes along with it. But again, I think I'm going to save this for a conversation in a community post, so I could get the general understanding of how people would feel about this sort of thing, because I'm out of eggs. So I'm going to be wrapping up stream right now. So yeah, keep an eye out for that post. Please be sure to give me your honest opinion about this sort of thing. I really want to make sure that I get the broad understanding and the general consensus of how people would feel about me potentially making a decision like this. Because again, I do not want to take a decision like this lightly for integrity reasons and things like that. Usually when people talk down to others, they're insecure about themselves. Then again, we all have our insecurities. Oh yeah, 100%. And when that happens, sometimes you just gotta ground them back into reality. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming on out. Hope you all enjoyed your time here. Before we go, we did catch our shiny, which means... I got an itch on my nose. Stop it. Which means we can... So bad. Which means we gotta spin our shiny wheel to determine what the next shiny is gonna be. I still have yet to remove Fennekin from this wheel, so if it lands on it, I will spin it again. What are we getting? Oh, yeah, see, that's what I was worried about. I need to update this wheel. Whoops, wrong button. Okay. Jangmo-o. It's that weird dragon from, I want to say Gen 8? I could be wrong. I have no idea. But I have seen it shiny. It looks nice, so I'll definitely hunt for that. So, oops. There we go. So that will be our next Pokemon that we are going to hunt. And yeah, thank you guys for coming on out. Hope you all enjoyed your time here. Let's give thanks to the people who made this stream the best stream possible. Shout out to Me Asher Tomato for the Me Asher Tomato 4th raid. If my mods could drop a link to his channel, that'd be greatly appreciated. I think we just have our gold and platinum tier members. We have Ash as our gold member, and we have Gum Monkey, Zero Justice, Daniel Perez, Heather Flanagan, Ashley, K Little Ball of Fun, Mike Flanagan, and Top Secret Yoshi as our platinum members. Thank you also for hitting the like button. We hit 6 likes. The question becomes, who's going to be our target? Huh. That's weird. I thought there was like... It seemed like there was just less people that were alive. Maybe I just... Here we go. person. I guess ad coming. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I have us our target. Okay. So our target tonight is going to be good old Chadley, who is currently playing some Kaizo Ironmon, which is a, I believe is a ROM hack, a Pokemon ROM hack. So let's go raid him by using the hashtag LeoRaid to let him know where we all came from. But guys, that's going to do it for this streaming vid. Let me know in the comments below what other games you'd like me to play. Until then, I'm Tom Leo. You've been amazing, fantabulous people, and I'm signing off. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next stream. Peace.